Hey, the Thabreakmasta here, and this is gonna be my Nazo no Kanojo X, aka Mysterious Girlfriend X, episode 4 review. It's a good episode, good episode. This episode it shows a lot of Oka. This Oka's Ueno's girlfriend. So yeah, there's a lot of her in this episode, and it shows the relationship between Urabe and Oka. So summarize as fast as I can. It's like the third time I recorded this, but yeah. Uh, Urabe was sleeping, just doing her normal thing like she normally does. And then Oka came over and he's like, can I sit here? You want to eat lunch with me? And she's like, no. And so she's like, can I please sit here and eat right next to you? And she's like, whatever. So Oka eats the food and everything. And then so that made Urabe be like, it smells pretty good, you know? And so Oka's like, hey, you want to try some? Say, And so, yeah, she kept doing that a lot. And that made, Tsubaki kind of happy because Urabe don't really socialize with anyone, so he's happy to see that she has a friend, or maybe have a friend now. And she was wondering why. Well, he was also wondering why Urabe and Oka were being so friendly. So he asked her that, and Urabe's like, I don't need anyone. I have you. You're my boyfriend. That's all I need. And so that made Tsubaki happy because of that. But so there's a whole daily swap of the spit crab, and then in the background we end up seeing Oka, and Oka's like, oh, what's this? And so that made her even more interested in Urabe, and now Oka knows Urabe and Tsubaki are maybe together. And so the next day, which is PE, like this PE district kind of day thing, where the girls wear their school outfits, those PE school outfits where they show leg and all that stuff, and that made Ueno all crazy because he finally gets to see his girlfriend, with little less clothing on. He's like, yes, I finally get to see that, and he was really hyper in this episode. I mean, seriously. And then Tsubaki started feeling that way too, because now he's all thinking about it like, hey, this is kind of cool. He also ended up having a dream about Urabe feeding him, say ah. She looks so weird doing that. She don't need to do that. No ah. So yeah, so they're doing the PE thing. Freaking Tsubaki ends up doing the judo throw because they're in a judo class, and apparently they can't even see the girls because they're in indoors, so they can't see Urabe or Oka be running around with their going around and crap like that. So yeah, Tsubaki does this little throw to Ueno. It was a nice throw. It's pretty good. Ueno, on the other hand, he throws Tsubaki and he freaking like smashes his face in the ground. Like, ooh, it was messed up. And so we see the girls, and the girls were doing track running kind of stuff. Urabe was running through this like a track field, going around a circle. Get the baton in your hand and start running. And so yeah, she ends up tripping over some girl's leg, and they end up scraping her knee really bad. And so she needed to go to the doctor, but she's like, no, I don't need to go to the doctor. This is nothing. But Oka's like, no, I'm in the health committee. I'll come with you. You need to go to the doctor, get that treated. You're a girl. You don't want it to scar. You don't want that to scar, right? And so they end up going to the to the nurse's office, and the nurse wasn't there. But then Oka's like, okay, I'll treat you then. And it's like, when I was all looking, I'm like, wait a minute, how's she doing? I mean, it was just weird because you're not the nurse. How you messing with everything? How you know where everything is? But apparently she's been here all the time because she's part of the health committee, so she knows where everything is. She even has her own drink in there. So she ends up treating Urabe's wound, and then she ends up getting this bottle of water. She's drinking it. She's like, Urabe, you want some? So Urabe drinks some, and then Oka drinks some again. And then all of a sudden, as she leaves, Urabe notices on her leg that she has the same exact scar on her leg as she does, on her leg, basically. So, yeah, the wound just transferred to her, which is very interesting because, I guess, because of the spit, because they backwash between each other. And so, you already noticed that, so she's like, She ends up getting this little box cutter, and she cuts her hand, and then she ends all, no, lick it. And she's just like, okay, come on. She could have just, said, why you want me to do this? She didn't really ask any questions. She's just like, And so she does that, and then all of a sudden she has the same scar on her hand, and she's like, what the? And so apparently they're also linked as well, as opposed, how Tsubaki and Urabe, they can feel each other's feelings and all this other stuff. It's the same thing with Oka and Urabe, so they're connected in some way. And so Oka's like, well, does that mean we can be friends now, since we're actually able to, to connect this kind of way? And she's like, no, we're still not gonna be friends. Yeah, get yourself treated and blah blah blah, but we're still not friends. And so it seemed like a lost cause for Oka to be friends with Urabe and everything. And what was it? What was it? They ended up becoming friends towards the end of the episode, though, because of the connection they got. And apparently, Urabe was hungry. She also wanted to, Oka also wanted to check something, so she ended up getting her the next day after class. No, not no in between class actually. I think it was lunchtime. Yeah, it was lunchtime, and she was asking her to call, like she asked her a question, but she's like, wait a minute. She actually Oka actually put spit on her finger and made Urabe to take it. And Urabe's like, I'm not. And so she ends up noticing like, whoa, what's this? And she had, like, it's like super duper sweet. And she's like, what's going on? And it's like, I guess you're still on first base then. So she seems like she knows what she's doing now with the spit stuff too. She figured out because she's trying to check whether or not Urabe and Tsubaki kissed or did anything else, and apparently they didn't do anything else. And so with that, Robbie's stomach was actually growling. She was actually hungry. She's like, I don't normally get this hungry, or during this time of day. It's like my body's changing all of a sudden. Cause like, okay, let's eat every day together. You don't mind, even if we're not friends. We can at least have we can be friendly towards each other. And so that's how they end up becoming friends. They're eating outside together, and then Tsubaki and Yueno all walking by like, man, this is just like, Yueno wanted to eat lunch with Oka, but no, that didn't happen. He tried to do telepathy and she couldn't read his mind. I mean, she wasn't even paying attention to him like that. But then they're walking by and they end up seeing Akara and not Akara, then Urabe and Oka, and they're like, oh snaps, they're eating together again. So I guess they really are friends or something. So that's why I'm saying they're becoming friendly now. And so the next episode that I want to talk about, freaking the next episode credits I saw. Why does Urabe look so dark? She look almost black, and then like they're in the swimsuits too. So they both got some figures. That's all I can say. So I'm just like, okay, and I'm curious about the episode. I couldn't even listen. I couldn't even pay attention to the subtitles because I was looking at Urabe because I was wondering why she looked so dark. I was wondering what happened to her. So yeah. Leave a comment below and tell me what you think of this episode. I like it. I like the fact Oka and Urabe are trying to become friends, and they're both very very oddballs, but they work together well. So yeah, I mean this is a perfect friendship. You know what I'm saying? And it's just funny how Oka and Urabe became friends like that, and Urabe's with Tsubaki, and Tsubaki's friends with Ueno. You know how this all went together so well. So yeah, leave a comment below what you think of the episode. Like, you like this review, and subscribe to my channel for some more Kazu no Kanojo X or Mysterious Girlfriend X reviews. So yeah, it's been the Thabreakmasta, and until then, break out.